Let's get to Sam Darnold.
Let's get to it.
I'm going to say this as diplomatically as I can.
Which means you're not. Go ahead.
Sam Darnold fucking sucks, Chris.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Why do people act and talk about Sam Darnold like we haven't seen him play for 56 games? He's not any good.
Well, I get that. I get that. I think, though, okay, you know how I work, and I know you're smarter than that, than what you just said there. I know you are, and I'm going to make you smarter right now. One, okay, Sam Darnold's got physical ability to be a damn good quarterback. Like, Sam Darnold's got a stronger arm, a quicker release, and quicker feet in the pocket than Brock Purdy, right? So there's something to work with right there. There is. His ability to play backyard football is pretty damn good. I mean, it's up there, if not maybe better than Brock Purdy, his ability to run. You know, and where I would say he's not as good as Brock Purdy of his overall feel for the game. Sam Darnold has a little bit of what we talked about with Jimmy Garoppolo, where you go, man, we've had 3 great drives in a row, and all of a sudden, what? You did that throw? What are you doing? Why would you make that decision? You know, we're up by 2 touchdowns. Why are you throwing a jump ball post route into 4 people, right? It's stuff like that. But that's coachable stuff too. And that's where Shanahan comes into play. And stats, what I would throw on top of that, like if you had to pick, and I don't know if you can swear or not, but we're going to start a new gold standard here. If you had to pick some shitty situations over the last few years, man, quarterbacking the Jets and with Adam Gase and quarterbacking the Carolina Panthers with Matt Rule would be up towards the top of the list of the shittiest situations I can throw out there for you. And I don't care who you are. You know, you've heard me say this before. If you're around shit and shit's all around all the time, it's going to get on you and you're going to start to smell like shit. And that's hard to overcome all that. I think you put him in a situation in San Francisco with a coach that he's never had before, talent around him that he's never had before, that he can open up some eyes and show people all that he has to give. And that's where I would be hopeful on Sam Darnold if I'm a 49er fan.
The Panthers said all that same stuff, right? Oh, it was all Adam Gase's fault. We got him now. And then they had him for a year, and they immediately traded for Baker Mayfield the next year, and Baker took his job.
I know, but they made a scapegoat out of him. They didn't want to like evaluate themselves and go, "Oh, our offense stinks, and I should fire the offensive coordinator or the head coach isn't made for the NFL." So that should be the issue. And this is why I make this list. I try to add some context into things a little bit at times and go, I don't care who you put in Carolina at the start of Matt Rule. You're going to put Tom Brady there. And instead of being, 3-14, they would have been 4-13. Oh, whoa. What a big improvement. There's too much to overcome there. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be now, for the first time in his life, he's going to go, whoa. Well, first off, I want to say, you saw the end of last year. They jumped back in the playoff conversation. They did some things at least that helped him a little bit. He did some good things.
They ran the hell out of the ball.
Okay.
And one of those games, Chris, he was 5 of 15 for 43 yards with 2 picks.
Okay.
That's a magical 6 games at the end of the year, but they won, so he gets credit for that.
Well, there was, I could say the same things about Brock Purdy too.
That's fine.
Okay. So, but you're not allowed to say that, because he won.
But Brock Purdy's 23 years old, and Sam Darnold's played 56 games. They're in different places in their career.
But Sam Darnold is still what is he, 25? I mean, he's young. He has never had anybody that's really, really special teach him ball. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be the first time in his career he's going to go, whoa, I got a coach that's cutting edge. I got an offensive line that we can almost run the ball at will, right? And then I got guys where, it's one-on-one with Debo. Oh, it's one-on-one with Ayuk. Oh, it's George Kittle down the middle. That's to me where, hey, it's tough to play. It's a team sport. And all I'm saying is I think sometimes we forget that. And have some faith, Mr. Gold Standard, in your head coach, okay?
I have no faith in him.
Well, you should, you jerk. You should. I mean, geez.
At quarterback spot, he's done nothing but screw it up since he's got there.
Well, I guess you could say that to a degree. I mean, somewhat. I understand it's not perfect. We can certainly look at it, but damn, okay. I mean, he got Jimmy Garoppolo and you went to the Super Bowl. You went to an NFC championship. You got Brock Purdy. You went to the NFC championship again. So This is your coach is legit. He likes Sam Darnold coming out of college. I know that. And I think a lot
That's
of
why
people,
he's there now.
well, I think a lot of people, though, look at that Sam Darnold the same way and go, man, there's a lot to like about him. Can he get in a situation where he can show us all that he has to offer? And all I'm arguing with you is that he hasn't been in that situation yet.
I just want to know, when is it going to be Sam Darnold's fault? And why is it that he's played 56 games and people are willing to hand wave away all of the bad that we have seen? And you admit there has been a lot of bad.
Sure.
Yet Trey Lance has 4 starts. One was in a monsoon and one he got hurt in the first quarter. And people have decided already, they know that he can't play.
Well, because everybody's seen Trey Lance. They see him in warmups. They see him at practice stats. They see the decisions and throws he makes in games, and they go, oh, my gosh, how can that work if they can't even do it here in the perfect environment? And then he hasn't played games. His college career wasn't even the same class as Sam Darnold. He hasn't had to play the extent. If you put Trey Lance and the Jets in Carolina, whoa, holy crapola, come on. So I don't think that's fair there.
I think it's totally fair. I mean, if the 49ers were so good at evaluating players in practice, they never would have brought Jimmy Garoppolo back last year to begin with, because they would have seen Brock Purdy and they would have just had him back him up. So I can't buy that argument.
Well, like why? I mean, what they tried, they saw how bad Trey Lance was at practice, and that's why they brought back Jimmy Garoppolo.
But why couldn't
guy on their team they didn't want, and they had him bring him back? Now you can get into, yes, they misevaluated Trey Lance or whatever else. Sure. I mean, yeah, I hear that.
Why couldn't they tell that Brock Purdy was going to be good if they're so good at evaluating quarterbacks in practice?
Your job depends on things. Do you really want to trust the guy that's been on the job for 20 days and be like, hey, we're a Super Bowl team. Here, guy that's never done anything before, take us there. Right?
If they evaluated these guys so good in practice, why not? I mean, hell, they were going to give the job to Trey Lance, and he's in the same boat.
It's easier said than done.